A political hurricane continues to brew in Washington, D.C. Two sitting members of Congress from opposite sides of the aisle have stepped down, sending ripple effects through both parties and raising major questions about what comes next. Democrat Eric Swalwell of California and Republican Tony Gonzalez of Texas are both out in a stunning same-day departure from Capitol Hill. Swalwell over the weekend dropped out of the California governor's race and yesterday resigned from Congress after multiple women came forward claiming sexual assault allegations. Gonzalez represented a border district in Texas. He too has been plagued with allegations of having an affair with a staffer. Both of their resignation letters were read late yesterday on the House floor.
The Honorable, the Speaker, House of Representatives, sir. Enclosed is my resignation letter to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, effective April 14, 2026 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It has been my privilege to serve the residents of Texas's 23rd Congressional District. Signed sincerely, Tony Gonzalez, Member of Congress.
The chair lays before the House a communication.
The Honorable, the Speaker, House of Representatives, sir. I am deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegations made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. I am aware of efforts to bring an immediate expulsion vote against me and other members. Expelling anyone in Congress without due process within days of an allegation being made is wrong. But it's also wrong for my constituents to have me distracted from my duties. Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress effective at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on April 14, 2026. I will work with my staff in the coming days to ensure they are able, in my absence, to serve the needs of the good people of the 14th Congressional District. Signed sincerely, Eric Swalwell.
Under Clause 5D of Rule 20, the chair announces to the House that in light of the resignation of the gentleman from California, Mr. Swalwell, the whole number of the House is 431.
In the meantime, another victim came forward yesterday and held a press conference with her attorneys by her side. Lana Drews, a former model and software entrepreneur, became the fifth woman to publicly accuse Swalwell of sexual misconduct.
I knew he was married at the time and that his wife was pregnant. He was my friend. On the third occasion, I believe he drugged my drink. I only had one glass of wine. We were supposed to go to a political event, and he said he needed to get paperwork from his hotel room. When I arrived at his hotel room, I was already incapacitated and I couldn't move my arms or my body. He raped me and he choked me. And while he was choking me, I lost consciousness. And I thought I died.
Her legal team says they plan to file a police report. But not everyone believes Drews' story. Here's Megyn Kelly on her podcast after the press conference.
So she goes on to then describe a 2019 encounter with him after a night of heavy drinking, which is the theme of this woman's story. She's apparently a very heavy drinker, or at least was during all the time she was with him. And that is another thing for which she needs to take responsibility. She needs to take responsibility. Don't put yourself in this position. And my friends, she did it twice. She went back to a night of heavy drinking with him after this interlude in which she claims she blacked out, they had sex, and by definition it was non-consensual because she remembers none of it.
Yeah, another story from more victims. Megyn Kelly, she's actually getting backlash for her comments there. But it's true. Yes, sexual assault is a crime. It's awful. Of course it is. And if you commit that crime, you should go to jail. But if it really happened, why would you keep hanging around him multiple times while drinking heavily. Eric Swalwell's best friend in Congress is Democrat Ruben Gallegos. They're sidekicks, best buds, always together. Their families hang out together. Their children hang out together. He claims he also knew nothing.
Swalwell have called you his best friend. You have never asked him about any of the rumors that have been swirling around Democratic politics of his inappropriate behavior?
I did. Look, we knew each other differently from everyone else. My family and his family were as close as it gets. Our kids were in baseball camp together. You know, we had dinner together as a family. It was entirely different, I think, what people understand. But when there was rumors going around a couple of weeks ago, not of the folks and whatever in San Francisco Chronicle, I did ask him, and he lied to me. He knew that I just came off a very, very hard campaign for 2 years, where they lied about me and my family for 2 years. He manipulated me to have the same sentiment that I was having back in the day and used as an opportunity to move me to defend him.
A couple of days ago.
How did you not know about the allegations? So considering you chaired his presidential campaign, wouldn't some of this have come up? Some of those allegations predated when he ran for office.
Again, this man led a double life. He lied to us. He lied to his family, lied to his constituents. Some of the most powerful people in this country, you know, even before he ran, he was trusted with some you know, positions that normally we would never think someone like this could do if they're leading that double life. And again, I was manipulated, I was lied to, and everyone else was too.
And billionaire donor. He's a billionaire. He has donated to Swalwell's campaign. He has supported him in the past. He has now also changed his tune. Watch.
Did you suspect this at all?
No! I was blown away. Like, blown away. Like, there's no way I would have endorsed him. Yeah. It's such a shock. I am no longer a Democrat. I'm now a Libertarian Republican. Because that's what a Blue Dog Democrat used to be.
How's your relationship with Eric? Are you guys still friends?
Eric who? Is that clear? I said, pal, you busted the trust. 2, you didn't tell the truth. 3, I'm disappointed and disgusted. Get the out of here.
As we reported yesterday, Swalwell has denied all allegations brought against him. He plans to fight these allegations in court. As for Tony Gonzalez, he technically retired yesterday from Congress, ending his term early. He also dropped out of his race months ago as the incumbent in Texas's 23rd district. Over at the Department of Justice, we're also wondering what is coming next there. Pam Bondi is out. Todd Blanche is in temporarily. We had longtime attorney Peter Tickton on the show yesterday. He has thrown his hat in the ring. But a new name is emerging, Mayor Rudy Giuliani. Our Kara Castronova spoke to him about the job.
When I was finished as an assistant U.S. attorney, I was hired to be the chief of staff to the Deputy Attorney General in the post-Watergate Justice Department. And the mission there for Attorney General Levy and Deputy Attorney General Harold Tyler, who was my boss, was to straighten out the Justice Department. I came into the Justice Department in 1981 as the third-ranking official under my hero, Ronald Reagan. By the time I got to be U.S. Attorney, I was about as prepared to be U.S. Attorney as anybody in history. I think I could straighten out the Justice Department. Put me there for 3 months, but before I'm finished, there'll be a new Justice Department, and the left-wing press will want to get me disbarred, but you'll find out that I am. But the Attorney General doesn't have to be a lawyer. You're going to have to achieve what you want to achieve with a group of people that are going to try to undercut you, say the worst things about you every day, and all you do is laugh at them. They took away my law practice, which to me broke my heart. It still does. It's the thing I love to do best, be a lawyer. But they tried to take away everything I own. There was a period of time when I had no money to buy anything. And there was a period of time when they had my grandfather's watch and wouldn't give it back to me. It's the most important heirloom thing in my family. My grandfather got it in Italy. There's nothing they can say about me or do to me that will stop me from doing what I want.
President Trump hasn't given a timeline on when he plans to announce the next attorney general. We can all agree whoever fills the seats hopefully cleans house from within and makes some arrests. Now to fake MAGA. They're out there, but how do we decipher the real MAGA versus the rhinos? You have to watch their record. Their records tell the truth. They don't lie. Today, we have Scott Peterson with us, running for Secretary of State in Nebraska. Scott, good to have you on the show today. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's talk about this. Let's unpack so much going on in the state right now. Your opponent is trying hard to get a Trump endorsement, but does he really have the same views as the president? What can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you, you have a great first start to the show. What exciting news. Wouldn't it be justice if Rudy was Attorney General or in charge of the Justice Department? Wouldn't that be justice? So that's exciting. Great start to the day. Yeah. Hey, in Nebraska, we have a lot of things going on, and our current Secretary of State has been, for the last 6 years, not taking election integrity serious. And I had a weak moment. I think the Lord put something in my head that we need to do this. So I decided to run about 7 weeks ago. And since then, it's amazing. All the prayers are getting answered. And we are in position to win big in Nebraska. And we could shake up Nebraska politics, by the way. Having a true Trump supporting statewide elected official, I would be the first in Nebraska. So it's wonderful. And quite honestly, it's all about restoring confidence. You know, people are losing confidence in elections, not just in Nebraska, but that's nationwide. And they're also losing confidence in our leaders. You know, we work hard and we elect Republican or good leaders, and nothing gets done. And people are getting frustrated with that. They're also losing confidence in the Republican Party. Same thing. Example nationwide is, the Senate can't pass the SAVE Act. How ridiculous is that? It's an 80-20 issue. There's no reason that isn't done, except there's a few Republicans in D.C. that aren't supporting President Trump, and it's a travesty. I'm not sure where it goes, but the people are frustrated. Something that the politicians or the mainstream folks don't understand. We have a turnout problem. Why are people not turning out? Well, because they're fed up. And that's a dangerous thing, because they're going to quit voting if we don't watch out. And in Nebraska, we're a pretty good red state, except for our second congressional district. And if we don't figure it out, there is going to be a low turnout, and we're going to start losing some of those important races, Senate seats, or even a governorship. So we absolutely have to get involved and do something. And I did. And I tell you what, our first prayer got answered right away. We wanted a one-on-one matchup with our current Secretary of State, and we got that. And since then, in the 7, almost 8 weeks now that I've been running, it's been amazing. We have so much support nationwide or statewide, and we are now in position to actually win big, not just a small victory, a big victory. We have to make it too big to rig, quite honestly.
Absolutely. Every election's important. We say that all of the time. We talked about 2024 and how people needed to get out and vote. They were so fed up with the Biden administration and all of the flaws with Joe Biden and his administration. So Americans came out, they flooded the polls. And so the American people gave the Trump administration on a silver platter, here is what we want. And you're right, Congress still has not passed one of the main issues that the American people want, and that is securing our elections. And so you have the Save America Act just sitting in the Senate, not getting any movement. Don't know what John Thune is doing or what he's even thinking, but he is not gathering the troops enough to get this bill passed. But when it comes to Nebraska, the current Secretary of State is touting that he has the same views as the president, but you're saying that's not the case.
That's not the case. He spent the last 6 years belittling anybody who questions our elections, and actually even getting angry with good people that ask good questions. They want transparency in elections. There's absolutely none in our state. You know, one of the first things he did when he got elected was in 2019, he started his term. First thing he did was he bought new computers and new software for all the county clerks in Nebraska. We have 93 counties. And on the surface, that sounds great. All the county clerks have new equipment. They should be able to manage those elections and do a great job. But in reality, what he did was he took all the control of elections, including the, you know, taking care of the voter rolls and running the elections, doing the tabulations. He took that away from the counties, and now it's done pretty much by the Secretary of State and ES&S in Omaha. It's controlled through computers and software in Omaha, and that's not right. That's one of the things that when I get elected, we will absolutely work hard and get that control of elections back to the counties where it belongs.
What's his view on the machines? We have some footage that we've obtained of the current Secretary of State talking about voting machines. Let's air this one about inspecting the machines and then get your reaction on the other side.
These machines with a fine-tooth comb before we put them into service at each election? The answer is no.
Even a random inspection where the machines?
We don't do any inspection of the machines. I mean, the machines are, the answer is no. We do not get into the guts of the machine and inspect it, either on a broad basis or on a selected basis. There's no justification for imposing such inspection requirements.
Yeah.
There you have it. You know, Mike Lindell is huge on opening up the machines. Any machine can be hacked. Any machine can be tampered with. We all know that, whether it's, you know, your phone, your computer, anything can be tampered with when it comes to technology. And then he's on record saying, nope, we're not looking at the machines. Sounds like he's saying the machines are fine. We're not doing it.
Yep. 6 years of telling us that we have the gold standard of elections. Trust us. Well, I'm sorry. I want to see it. I want to have absolute verifiability, and we don't get that. Now, all of a sudden, we're in an election season, and he has an opponent. And, oh, by the way, an opponent that is in shape, really good shape to beat him big. You know, 4 years ago, he ran, and there was a couple of guys that didn't know anything about running for office. They both got in and ran against him. And they were first timers, didn't know really how to run an election, but they went around the state and talked to people. And he actually lost 57 to 43% 4 years ago. So he was unpopular 4 years ago. Now fast forward 4 years ago. Think about 4 years ago, 22. If you said you were concerned about our election systems, you would actually get canceled. You'd get knocked off of Facebook, you'd knocked off of Twitter, and you were silenced. Now 4 years later, almost everyone knows, and it's in the news, and President Trump's doing a great job of making sure everybody's aware of the vulnerability of our election systems. You know, one of the things he says is mail-in ballots are corrupting our election. Absolutely. And in Nebraska, it's a great example. We have two major cities, Omaha and Lincoln. And what happens here is outside money comes into Omaha and Lincoln. We don't know where it's from. It's all kind of outside group. They send people in. We have kind of a 30-day election. We start mail-in balloting for over 30 days. So we really have a 30-day election. And quite honestly, I don't think the founding fathers intended for a 30-day election. It should be election day, and we need to get back to that. And I agree, President Trump is pushing and hopefully makes great progress on that eventually. We need to have election day and get back to true absenteeism and clean up this mail-in ballot process. Because what happens, like I say, is all that money and people come into Nebraska and they harvest votes. It's legal. They spend 30 days collecting Democrat ballots. And what happens is in Omaha and Lincoln, we lose races in good Republican districts to Democrats. And then what happens, those Democrats go to our legislature in Lincoln, and they're not supporting rural Nebraska. So that process we have absolutely hurts rural Nebraska, and that's one of the things I want to get cleaned up. If we reform that ballot process, that 35-day ballot process, and eventually get back to true absentee voting, we will clean that up and actually make our legislature a little less dysfunctional. It might always be dysfunctional, but we can help that process, and I'm looking forward to getting elected and going to work on that.
We have more video of him, your opponent. He's talked about the machines, the internet. We're going to invite people to go follow your YouTube page because you have all of these clips on here. But I want to fast forward to what you just said regarding same day voting and getting your results on the same day, one day, election day. This is what he said about paper ballots and hand counting. Take a listen.
Wanted to have all those ballots counted by hand in all of those races, I would say you'd have the results by Easter.
He said that he would have them by Easter. That's not the case.
Yes, yeah, he's in his tenure.
And that's against the president. That's against what the president wants. The president wants one day voting, have everything done in one day with results.
And now all of a sudden that he has an opponent, it's amazing. He is going around the state telling everybody how strong he is on election integrity and all the good things that he's done. He says he takes full responsibility for finally getting voter ID in Nebraska, but quite honestly, the people did that. They actually did a petition and got voter ID on the ballot, and Nebraskans overwhelmingly passed it. But then when it came to implementing, he actually watered it down. So we actually have what I would consider not as strong of a voter ID bill as we should have. And that's a lot because he got involved and watered down some of the ID requirements. So that even needs to be cleaned up and strengthened in Nebraska. And I look forward to working on that. So he's going around and he's telling everybody he's the strong election integrity candidate. And people aren't buying it. It's amazing, our support across the state. He did that graphic, and I think you're going to show that, a graphic of President Trump. He photoshopped President Trump standing behind him, and he's acting like he's the endorsed candidate by President Trump. That's kind of what the impression of the graphic is and his message. And it's so far from the truth. So I'm hoping the Trump people see this and they're a little bit outraged because it's ridiculous that he's trying to make people deceive the Nebraska voters into believing that he's the election integrity candidate. Oh, by the way, no one would put President Trump, a true Trump supporter, would never put President Trump standing behind him. And so the graphic is even a little bit flawed in that case. So people recognize that. We addressed that and we pushed back and made sure everybody knew that he is absolutely not going to do anything. If he gets reelected, I don't think things are going to change. If I get elected, I will go to work on that and we will clean up some of the processes and actually have a big impact on Nebraska in a good way.
All right, I think we've hammered on him enough. Let's talk about you when it comes to what your plans are. We've talked about the machines. We've talked about same-day voting. We've talked about ballots, paper ballots. We haven't really touched on voter rolls a lot. I know there's some cleaning up that needs to be done there to make sure that only American citizens are on the voter rolls there in Nebraska. What are your plans as Secretary of State?
Well, a lot of things, I have such a great team. Matter of fact, I'd put my team up against his folks at the Secretary of State that are in charge of elections. My team understands the law. They research the law and everything about election systems. And so they are good at letting me know what I can do right away as Secretary of State. They know the things that we have to go through the legislature to fix. And then even getting the governor involved, if there's things the governor has to do, maybe an executive order to help out with, to actually get back to that true election, same day, one day election and clean up that mail-in ballot process. It's going to take a lot of work, but it can be done. I have a great team and they're ready to go. We'll publish a list of here's what I can do. Here's what legislature needs to work with. And as a Secretary of State, I will encourage and work with them to get it done. And it is going to be a fun thing. And it is going through and supporting almost all the reforms that President Trump wants. So totally supporting President Trump. Can't wait for him to make progress, especially, the Senate is going to kick that SAVE Act down the road. And, they're going to find an excuse that, it's too late. We can't implement it for the fall election, which is going to be a travesty. So I'm looking forward to the president addressing that. In Nebraska, my job is to get elected and then go to work. If I win the primary is on May 12th. And in Nebraska, whoever wins that primary will very likely be the next Secretary of State, because Democrats in a statewide race in Nebraska don't win, and especially the opponent that I will have in the Democrat side of the thing, we will crush them in the fall and absolutely be the Secretary of State in November and start in next year, 27. Boy, 27 is coming fast.
Scott. Yes, it is. Scott, we need you to save our elections state by state, and Nebraska is one of those states. What's your website? How can people follow you on the ground there in Nebraska?
Yep, there's a lot of good information. You can keep up with our campaign at Peterson for Nebraska. The other day, we had some folks doing phone calls for us, and they would go Peterson, and that's with an E for election integrity. So it's Peterson, SENFOR, Nebraska.com. You can get a lot of good information, get connected with our campaign, and we're pretty well grassroots. We started off, the first 7 weeks. We got my good friends and supporters raised enough money to make this a super competitive race. And if I raise a little bit of money over the next couple of weeks, we will absolutely be able to communicate with the voters that are going to show up on May 12th. And we're in great position to win. I'm excited about it. Nice thing is I'm retired. I get to work all day, every day for the next 26 days or however many. It's coming fast, and I'm excited. It's energizing. Going around the state, I meet so many good people, and they are so fired up about this opportunity. And it's easy. I have so many volunteers, and I'm going to have to spend half the summer thanking everybody because they're working so hard once we win on May 12th.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Keep us posted on your campaign.
Hey, Vanessa, thanks for all you do, and keep up the good stuff.
Thank you, Scott. Ships are flowing through the Strait of Hormuz this morning. The United States has launched a major naval blockade targeting Iran after talks collapsed. The operation involves 10,000 U.S. personnel, multiple warships, fighter jets, and surveillance aircraft. The U.S. is now actively controlling maritime movement tied to Iran in and around the strait. Meanwhile, the U.S. is clearing sea mines in the strait. When we come back, how the Strait of Hormuz is causing medical supply chain issues. Plus, All Family Pharmacy gives us an update on a growing wellness topic, peptides. That's coming up. But first, it's tax day. And today we celebrate our senior citizens saving thousands of dollars thanks to the One Big Beautiful Bill.
Have you ever noticed how complicated it is to get your medication? When you're not feeling well or you're running low on something, it turns into a whole process. You call the doctor, your appointment's days away, you sit in the waiting room, then you stand in line at the pharmacy, and sometimes they don't even have it. That's the old system. It is slow, it's frustrating, and it doesn't have to be that way. That's why I've been telling you about All Family Pharmacy. My family loves it, and I use them myself. You go online, you choose what you need, you fill out a short medical form, and one of their licensed doctors reviews your request. If it's appropriate, they write up the prescription, and it ships straight to your front door. This is how healthcare should work. If you believe in being prepared like I do, this is one of the smartest moves you can make. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. Use the code Lindell10 to save 10% today.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including LINDELLTV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to LINDELLTV LinDELLTV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
It's finally here, our second annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, My Pillow mattresses and My Pillow mattress toppers, as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets. Regular $69.98, now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our second annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
America's founders warned that without knowledge and virtue, no nation can remain free. Yet through the steady infiltration of Marxist ideology, we have been stripped of both, and we are no longer a moral and educated people. To save America, we must spark nothing less than a national renaissance. That's why you need Freedom Talk Magazine, the journal of truth and virtue. We cultivate enlightened thinking and principled living, offering unique insights into the issues and remarkable people defining our world. Sign up today for your free subscription to Freedom Talk Magazine and join the new American Renaissance.
There's a new trend promising a shortcut to better health. Peptides. They're legitimate and widely used in medicine. Michael Kinsler with All Family Pharmacy is here with us this morning to discuss the surge in peptides. Michael, good to see you. Let's talk about peptides and the growing number of Americans turning to them for better overall health.
Yeah, so peptides have been around for quite some time now. It was the Biden administration that moved it to a Schedule 2 so that it restricted the public from having access to trying something new that may help them. Again, these are amino acids that are derived from the human body, so they are natural in a way. You cannot patent them as a drug company, so nobody wants to touch them. Nobody wants the public to have access to them because of that. It's a money grab, just like they do with cancer drugs. It's all about money. And so peptides have been in the anti-inflammatory space, the healing space, the recovery space, the anti-aging space, you name it, they have a peptide for it. You know, there's peptides that help with nootropic effects, which are brain function. There are so many peptides that are coming out, and they've been used around the world. It's just here in the United States, we have very strict policies. And so the government loves to step in when they feel it's something that could be profitable for the drug manufacturers.
I am so tired, Michael, of hearing about these money grabs from Big Pharma and these medical experts. I mean, they're not doing what's best most of the time for the American people. It's all about making money. And so when we find things that are competing against chemo and radiation, like ivermectin, you know, that's helping so many Americans in the fight against cancer. And then you have peptides. They're making it hard for the American people to get peptides. It's modest benefits. You can get skin hydration, joint support. It can be used for diabetes and weight loss. It's just good for your body. They make it so hard to help Americans.
Yeah, so it's going to be a difficult fight, and thank God we have RFK Jr. on our side to fight against the FDA to move this outside of Schedule 2, meaning allowing reputable pharmacies like All Family Pharmacy to compound the medication provide it in a safe and effective way, and then to use the physicians we have on staff to design protocols for the patients. Because whether the US government likes it or not, the American people are stepping up and they're going to use these peptides. That has created a black market, which can be very dangerous. People don't know how to use them. They don't know the proper dosages or protocols. That's why we move it as Schedule 2. And then if you're going to let the American people use it, let them use it in a safe and effective manner, letting pharmacies like ourselves compound it and letting our physicians design the protocols that are going to be safe and effective for the everyday American.
I just named off a few things why people are turning to peptides. What are you seeing most? Why are Americans turning to peptides?
They're natural. In a way, they're natural remedies. The United States, a lot of the American people here, they want to go the holistic route. They want to do natural. They're tired of synthetic. They're tired of destroying their body. They're tired of the side effects. They want to try something that is natural that could help them progress. Peptides are amino acid chains that are derived from the human body. And so, again, you can't patent it because of that. And it is a natural way. We're signaling our body to do what it used to do. As we get older, our body starts to deteriorate little by little. And you notice it when you reach in that 35, 40, 45, 50 mark. That's when you really start to see that decline and you feel it. There are peptides being used in Russia for menopause that are helping women. And so these are peptides that are available on the market now here in the United States. There are peptides that are anti-inflammatories, BPC 157. It's a 15 amino acid chain. It's derived in your stomach, and it's a natural anti-inflammatory. It is one of the biggest peptides that's used on the market. I use it myself for my shoulder pain. I have tons and tons of patients in local pain clinics who have serious back pain that use these products. They're using these peptides to help deal with acute pain. It's not going to heal them. It's not going to give them a brand new sciatica nerve or a brand new back. It's not going to heal their L4, L5. It's going to help them deal with acute pain so they don't have to turn to oxycodone and all these controlled substances, tramadol, that's helping them deal with the pain. It's going to help them in a natural route. And that's what we're hoping that RFK Jr. can do. He can release the ones that are specifically designed to help people with pain, help people with recovery. I think that's a big step in the right direction for the peptide industry.
Absolutely. And you know, you're so spot on there, Michael, when it comes to the medicines that they give us. You mentioned oxycodone. I mean, that stuff is addicting. And it's just not natural for our bodies. And we're seeing this the Maga movement. You bringing up, you know, RFK Jr. The Maga movement is huge right now. People are tired of the same old, same old. They're waking up, they're getting more vocal, and they want natural remedies. You've teamed up with a company to provide this through All Family Pharmacy. A timeline on when that will be available, or is it available yet?
So we're ramping up for this decision by the FDA. We have teamed up with another company. We vetted them out. We make sure that everything they do is compliant. Everything that they do is, in the sterile facility world, everything comes with no endotoxins. The potency assay tests all match up. The products are made here in the United States. However, peptides are not made in the United States, but when they're brought here, we have to do our vetting process. It's a very thorough process. We've checked them out. Everything marks off, which is a great thing. So it's called aminosupport.com. We've partnered with them because we know they're a safe, reliable company. They're right now issuing lyophilized versions, which you have to premix it. Once the FDA approves it, we'll then bring it into the pharmacy. We'll sterilely compound it. It'll come in a pre-mixed vial already it's just a multi-use injection. And depending upon the peptide will depend on the dosage and the protocol. We already have the physicians in place. Our physicians, our pharmacists are going to every Maga group right now. There are peptide seminars every weekend in Miami, West Palm Beach, Texas, you name it. There's a peptide convention. We're learning more and more about the peptides, so that when the FDA does release it, our staff is knowledgeable, our doctors are knowledgeable, our pharmacists are knowledgeable, so that way we can lead our patients in the right direction. That's the plan.
All Family Pharmacy, always ahead of the game. Let's talk real quick, Michael, about the Strait of Hormuz. We cover it every single day, the war in Iran, but it has caused some supply chain issues for you.
Yes. So we've got quite a bit of meds that come in and out of stock. So we're starting to see a little bit of a supply chain issue. Like I mentioned a month ago or 2 months ago, it does take 3 to 6 months for us to traditionally feel the heavy effects of it. So we're just starting to feel a little bit of it. Our most popular drug that's out of stock right now is progesterone 100 milligrams, which is a hormone for women, specifically over the age of 40 when they start taking it. It is a vital medication for women. We're starting to see it. It's already on back order. It's been 2 weeks since we've been able to order it, so that's not good news. We have about 10 to 12 other medications. They're not as popular as progesterone, but they're right up there. It's only a matter of time. So that's why we do offer right now coupon codes for those who want to stock up, who want that peace of mind, who want to say, hey, I'd be happy to have my medication in my medicine cabinet than having to go to the corporate pharmacy down the street every 3 to 6 months. It's cheap. We offer the coupon codes to help you save even more money. And again, you're going to use this medication, whether it's today, tomorrow, or 3 to 6 months from now. It's going to last you a minimum of 1 year in your medicine cabinet. So it is a good time to have a peace of mind to make sure that you have your maintenance drugs, your emergency drugs, whatever medication matches your lifestyle. It is available. Our coupon code right now is LINDELL30. It's 30% off your order. Like I said, we want to encourage our patients to stock up so that there's a peace of mind, because the one thing we don't want is everybody to call us all at once when there's a shortage and then everybody's panicking. So it's okay to buy an extra 3-month supply right now just to have that extra peace of mind.
I'm loving the discount. I know our viewers are as well, Michael. It was Lindell 10. We bumped it today to Lindell 30. So now is the time to go stock up. And Michael, I'll tell you, every time you come on and you give us these, one-time deals and Lindell 30 now, that's when I make my purchase, because I am big on making sure I have a peace of mind. And I have a cabinet full of meds from All Family Pharmacy. So thanks for helping the American people and making sure that we do sleep better at night, knowing that if, we need it, that medication is there. We can go to your website. It's allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. There you can search for all kinds of different medications, supplements, as well. Everything you need, a one-stop shop at allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. And the promo code today, Lindell30. Michael, thank you for that. We could use it. And it's tax day. So maybe if people are getting a return, they can go shopping on allfamilypharmacy.com. Michael, good to see you as always. Thanks so much for stopping by. Keep us posted on the peptides. I'm hearing it all the time now in conversations with family and friends. It's a big topic, and that's what people are wanting to lean towards now, is natural, healthier options.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me today.
Now to a big leap in the fight against Alzheimer's. Dr. Mehmet Oz recently joined Donald Trump Jr. to discuss where we are in Alzheimer's research. And we have good news to share with you this morning. Watch.
Alzheimer's is a great example because we have a blood test now that can predict that within 10 years, you will develop Alzheimer's. It's not 100%, but it's darn good. If I could give you that test, and you would know that you're going to become a burden to your family in 10 years, would you change your life? Would you take precautions?
Yeah. And
yes.
maybe your family members may help you with that.
Exactly.
Well.
They're part of the solution, by the way. That actually exists. The question is, are we willing to give this test now? And I'm a little nervous because until we are confident that we have tools to dramatically change that natural history, we're going to scare a lot of people. We believe if we gave that test to all seniors, 1 in 3 would test positive.
Well,
7.2 million Americans are living with Alzheimer's. That's about 1 in 9 seniors. 200,000 younger Americans under the age of 65 have been diagnosed. More to come this morning. We can't get enough of the Artemis II crew. I miss them already, and I know you do too. We have some updates this morning after they've returned home from space. But first, a reminder, you follow me on social media, on Vocal, on X, on Truth Social, Instagram, YouTube. Come join the conversation with me during the show. Love talking to our viewers during the show. Those are my handles on your screen. We'll be right back.
Talk is cheap when it comes to saving our country. We're not just any cell phone service provider. We're Patriot Mobile. It's not enough to simply talk about values. We live them. Defending life, protecting our First and Second Amendments, and celebrating our military and first responder heroes. We're boots on the ground making a difference. We're America's only Christian conservative wireless provider with nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks and 100% U.S.-based customer service. Join Patriot Mobile today and make an impact every time you use your cell phone.
America's founders warned that without knowledge and virtue, no nation can remain free. Yet through the steady infiltration of Marxist ideology, we have been stripped of both, and we are no longer a moral and educated people. To save America, we must spark nothing less than a national renaissance. That's why you need Freedom Talk Magazine, the journal of truth and virtue. We cultivate enlightened thinking and principled living, offering unique insights into the issues and remarkable people defining our world. Sign up today for your free subscription to Freedom Talk Magazine and join the new American Renaissance.
It's finally here, our 2nd annual mega sale. This sale only comes around once a year, so take advantage of the best offers ever while you can. For example, save 50% on our Giza Dream bed sheets, as low as $29.98. And for the first time ever on TV, MyPillow mattresses and MyPillow mattress toppers, as low as $99.98. And you save 50% on our Lux Pure 6-piece towel sets, regular $69.98. Now only $39.98. And our best-selling standard MyPillows, regular $49.98, on sale for $17.98. Wait on it, mega sale, only $14.98. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our 2nd annual mega sale. But wait, there's more. To make the mega sale even more special, when you order right now, your order's going to ship absolutely free.
Welcome to Vocal, the free speech social app that gives you a platform to amplify your voice. Speak freely, connect boldly, and be part of a growing movement for truth, faith, and freedom. Want to know what's happening right now? The Now Playing feature shows you exactly who's live and what's streaming in real time. Check out the show's feed, a non-stop lineup including LINDELLTV News 24/7, shows and on-demand programming all in one place. Connect with your favorite host and never miss a show. Explore the featured page for quick access to LINDELLTV's top shows. Follow your favorites and watch their newest content flow right into your feed. And when they go live on Vocal, you can join the live chat and be part of the action. Ask questions, share your thoughts, even help shape future shows. Stay informed on issues around securing our elections by following your state's Cause of America account. Join a group and connect on a deeper level, from faith and freedom to the future of our nation. Go to vocal.com or download the app today and be a part of the mission to save our country.
Have you ever noticed how complicated it is to get your medication? When you're not feeling well or you're running low on something, it turns into a whole process. You call the doctor, your appointment's days away, you sit in the waiting room, then you stand in line at the pharmacy, and sometimes they don't even have it. That's the old system. It is slow, it's frustrating, and it doesn't have to be that way. That's why I've been telling you about All Family Pharmacy. My family loves it, and I use them myself. You go online, you choose what you need, you fill out a short medical form, and one of their licensed doctors reviews your request. If it's appropriate, they write up the prescription, and it ships straight to your front door. This is how healthcare should work. If you believe in being prepared like I do, this is one of the smartest moves you can make. Go to allfamilypharmacy.com/Lindell. Use the code Lindell10 to save 10% today.
From everyone here at NASA,
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for following along as the Artemis II crew made their historic mission around the moon. Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy's journey captured your imagination and lit a spark of inspiration across the world. We're glad you're excited because there's a lot more to come. Welcome.
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 Welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome to the Artemis generation.
A big thank you from NASA to the world for supporting the Artemis II crew on their 10-day trip around the moon. They're home, safe and sound, and reunited with their families. And we're starting to get new videos in of their journey and also of their rescue once they splashed down. Here's a look at rescue operations from body cam footage. Watch.
Yes. Do it. Say it. Yes! Let's go! Pin. Get your sail cover. Sail cover. Here. Right there. Got it? We got you. I got you, laddie, so lean over. Take your time. Seal cover's on. All right, get it. All right. Four green. Ike, welcome home. Christina, welcome home. Yes. Jeremy, absolutely welcome home, brother. There it is, Reed. What's up? Welcome home, brother. Thank you. Hey. All right. Thank you. I also have something for you. Lad, you better have something better than blood pressure.
How fun is that? Cheers and smiles. The entire journey was videoed from before takeoff to after splashdown. NASA is compiling not only the pictures of the moon, which have never been seen before with the naked eye, but also pictures of the entire trip. Watch.
Good luck. Godspeed, Artemis 2. Let's go.
For 10 days, the world watched in awe as Artemis 2 went higher and farther than any humans in history.
Today you've made history and made all America really proud.
For 10 days, Reed, Victor, Christina, and Jeremy inspired the world and captured the imagination of billions. 8.8 million pounds of thrust launched the Integrity spacecraft out of the atmosphere to the moon, around the far side, and back home safely, hitting a velocity of over 24,000 miles per hour before deploying parachutes and splashing down in the Pacific. And we're just getting started. Welcome to the Artemis generation.
And do you remember our friend Rise? We followed little Rise, a plush doll, I guess you could say. How cute is he? He was considered the 5th passenger aboard the spaceship. Well, Rise became a hit. Everyone loved Rise. Everyone wanted to know what Rise was up to every day. People from around the world have been asking if NASA will be selling replicas. NASA responded and said yes, since there's been such a huge demand. They are working on getting Rise replicas made, so be looking for those to go on sale sometime soon. All right, let's see how the markets are doing this morning. Looking at opening bell numbers from marketwatch.com. The Dow down this morning at this hour. The S&P 500 up. The NASDAQ is up at this hour as well. We're continuing to watch Middle East tensions. The president saying just last night that the war is close to being over. It's also earnings season. Major banks like Bank of America and Morgan Stanley are beating expectations. So as you know, strong earnings are helping support the market. So that's a live look at Wall Street at this time. In your news to go as you start your day, here's what we're following. First Lady Melania Trump will be on the Hill today speaking with Congress. She's partnering with Congress to advance landmark legislation protecting America's foster care children. Also, President Trump's pro-energy policies are shattering records. Here are the stats on your screen. U.S. natural gas production hit a record 118.5 billion cubic feet per day. We are also the first nation to export more than 100 million metric tons of liquefied natural gas in a single year. Oil production reached an all-time high. U.S. offshore oil production also set a new record. And some new facts to share with you this morning. The U.S. produces more oil than Saudi Arabia and Russia combined, and more natural gas than Russia, Iran, and China combined. And you can read all about the Trump administration and what's going on in Congress on LINDELLTV.com. You can also download the LINDELLTV app. There you can watch us on air anytime you're on the go. And our Bible verse of the day comes from the book of Psalm. The Bible says this: "The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. And that'll do it for us here this morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. And we leave you today with sights of Arizona. A big Trump rally will be taking place there on Friday. Have a good day, America.
If you want to drop extra pounds, boost energy levels, and reduce swelling in your legs and feet, then this message is for you. Pure Health Research is on a mission to make America healthy again. And two of their best-selling health supplements are leading the way. First is Liver Health Formula. Over 100 million Americans have a sluggish liver that's riddled with fatty deposits. This can kill your metabolism, pile on the pounds, and make you feel tired. Liver Health Formula takes care of that. It supports thriving liver health with special nutrients like artichoke extract and milk thistle. This is one of the easiest ways to slim down and revitalize your energy levels. Next is lymph system support. If you struggle with fluid buildup or swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, this is for you. The natural ingredients in lymph system support help gently flush away extra fluid and toxins out of your body. And right now, for a limited time, you can get 35% off Liver Health Formula and Lymph System Support, along with 50 plus other health supplements that Pure Health Research has to offer. So head over to purehealthresearch.com and use promo code Lindell at checkout. That's purehealthresearch.com, promo code Lindell to save 35% on your order today.
Talk is cheap when it comes to saving our country. We're not just any cell phone service provider. We're Patriot Mobile. It's not enough to simply talk about values. We live them. Defending life, protecting our First and Second Amendments, and celebrating our military and first responder heroes. We're boots on the ground making a difference. We're America's only